Lower bracket semi-final. A Korean will be eliminated. It's a human versus orc matchup. We have the king back. That is Lin, but he felt colorful before, and Chaemiko had a crazy series versus Soin. So he had to practice for this matchup anyway. How well is Chaemiko prepared for the monster? That is Lin.
Yeah, Lin, a little bit disappointing earlier, wasn't he? 2-0 by Colorful. Credit where credit is due. Colorful played really well, but that was not the Lin of WGL. Of course, it's a hard performance to replicate. We all asked the question, how much was Lin playing after his victory? Did he take some time off? He definitely took some time off, but how much was it? He has been playing ladder as well recently, but we haven't seen him in serious competition for a long time until this tournament. And his resurgence so far with a 0-2 pretty disappointing. Honestly, I was so sure he was going to make it out of this group, but it's not that easy.
No. And we said yesterday or the day before, well, the odds for Soin to make it out of that group, and we were about like 5 to 10%. We were a little wrong with that, as he stands in the winner bracket final, and the other Korean orc sees himself facing elimination. We have a Farseer versus Archmage matchup again on Northern Isles this time.
That is what we have come to expect nowadays. But no skipped barracks. This is the most interesting thing to me here. This is something we see quite a bit from orcs nowadays as well. Trying to get the tech in even faster. But yeah, we do have a barracks early on, so we're going to have one grunt early to aid the Farseer. Fast tech. Wow. That's a fast human tech.
Yeah, right?
How did tech so fast?
2 farms.
Did he only have 4 peasants on gold for a while?
I must be the case. I don't know. Tower coming. Only 3 footmen with this. And the wolves are in the base. Lin is hungry.
Good positioning here by Chaemiko. Really good. Giving barely any opening. Maybe he's going to give up the water elemental, but that's not too bad. No heal salves here, so every point of damage towards grunts and Farseer matters. Same for the footies, of course. Dude, this positioning by Chaemiko is outstanding.
Seriously, right? He's doing a lot of great decisions today and a lot of cool moves.
And notice also how the peasants are all on the north side, not on the right side of the town hall. So they're all protected by the tower, yes, but only once it finishes. More importantly, the footies and the AM slipping into the base will be covering the peasants. There's none exposed towards the right side.
And he stole so much time that the tower's almost done. When Lin arrived, he just clicked the upgrade. So I like this early game. Of course, no level 2. But 0 experience on the Farseer here. That's so strong.
Yeah, really solid. But Chaemiko still needs to get to level 2, still wants to get to level 2, and that's the difficulty. For that, you need to get outside your main. And this is why I like this play a lot here. Lin sniping the Flesh Eater away. This already denies level 2, unless the AM can steal it. Not quite. Oh, runs into a surround. Almost.
So greedy for this Mantle of Intelligence. So I want damage, I want my mana. Give me that mantle. Need some new clothes.
That was a small slip by Lin. He had a second or so to close that surround. And I know that's very critical of me. But yeah, he had an option there to force the surround. Force probably the TP with that as well.
Chaemiko once again goes into Rifleman. This seems to be his strategy nowadays. He played it against Soin 3 times. Now he's playing it against Lin again. So that pretty much covers air for now. So no early Wyvern. It's just TC Spirit Lodge.
Oh, that's a sneaky creep right here. Ooh. Going for the Magi camp. That is unexpected. Normally, the Farseer will keep on the pressure even at this state, but this makes this creep so smart. Normally, the MK loves taking this camp for himself, but Lin knows the MK is not ready yet, and if he can trade this camp for his opponent getting the green, he's gladly going to do that.
And that's a win of mana stealing. And whenever we have this situation, I love to point it out, for a TC against the Mountain King, this item is just phenomenal when it's about stunts and clap, especially with clap. So wolves find him again. That means he knows the position and he can creep with the TC whatever he wants.
Going to the natural. It's a pretty bold camp. Oftentimes we see green into natural, but then going in early. His Farseer level 2 can harass in the meantime.
Yeah, this Tusker camp changes a lot in that game, and that Chaemiko didn't punish it was maybe the first mistake of him, but he gets the shop for that. If there's no chain lightning, Stormbolt has to get it yet, and he got it. When of mana stealing used already.
I wonder if he's going to keep the Rune Bracelet this time. I think he should. He sold it in the last game, and I think he was punished for it.
Last game it was so late and there was no mining anymore, then I can understand it. But as long as you have resources, you should keep it, probably.
Yeah. I mean, he sold it before he ran out of resources. But yeah, he sold it when he went for the big push, so the 200 gold certainly helped.
Question is also, will
sells it again.
Lin be as eager to hero focused as Soin was? Because it was outstanding how heavy he was on that Mountain King. I don't think that's normal for orcs.
Yep, that's true. Gonna especially looking out for these damage upgrades on the grunts. I think if he goes for grunt damage upgrades, he will be doing the same. But so far, we don't have any of those yet. TC joins the Farseer in the middle. Gonna claim the old Warlord and hope not to get creep jacked.
He's not.
She won't.
Heal wards. Okay. If he goes...
So good!
Yep. If he goes creeping, this ward is just phenomenal.
Oh, Farseer wants to get the heal scroll. Who's first? Farseer gets it. Stormbolt? What?
Nothing.
This should have been an easy TP first.
Invul on the Mountain King. TC still creeping. Gets level 3. A little bit backed against the corner.
How perfect was this creep, though? The Farseer sticks in the creep to make it a little bit easier, and then he retreats, perfectly lining up with a level 3 TC.
Chaemiko is ready to engage, but then doesn't follow through, so goes for the lab now. And now, all of a sudden, it's Lin being aggressive with that level 2 Storm. And forces the TP out. With how many kills? Oh, nice Stormbolt to prevent the stun.
This was a horrible position for Chaemiko. He had to get out of there. With the creeps in his back, AM on level 3, MK on level 3. He needs one more camp for the double level 3. And wouldn't that Tuskar camp be nice now?
Yeah, that would be perfect. That would be level 3. It would be a big consumable. But no, it would be double level 3 actually. Wow. Stealing this. That impact now. Unbelievable.
Lin going for the early dust. Expecting the invis save plays right away. This heal ward. Oh, so
Yeah, again, for the second time. He's always in fighting shape. He can creep, and even if he's getting backstabbed or there's a fight right after the creep spot, he's still fine.
And it saves him heal cells as well. That's gold. That's army.
Correct. That's double level 3 right here for Chaemiko with the red spot. Helm of Valor. Farseer sees it. Could get it last hit on the Water Elemental. Gets it. More experience. This lines up to be a great mid-game.
MK has some decent tank items. That's really important with this strat. He is your only frontline tank.
And no Sorks mixed in. He goes double Sanctum now. With Sork upgrade already. Buying some time and then go into 60.
Oh, the shaman sacrificed himself. For the horde! Oh, never mind. He makes it back.
But Lin with his expo now. And Chaemiko, at some point, you have to engage. Beastery is up. Have you see the first raid already? No, just the Kodo.
Double shot. I love it. Dude, if he goes for backpack now to spam speed scrolls,
Ooh.
I would be in love.
Ooh. I didn't think about it. Yeah, that's big. Oh, Pendant of Energy, also great. Thank you, Stars and Stripes, for the 15-1-3 sub. Thanks for all you men do. Thanks for all your support.
I just know this now. There's no speed scrolls on Lin. Has he used one yet?
Ooh.
I don't think he did. Alright, he goes for them now. They are very good items.
Okay, fighting for this expansion. But Chaemiko isn't ready yet. Level 4 TC, noise.
That's nice. $63 versus 60 supply. Okay, Chaemiko, this is your all-in. If this doesn't work, it's over.
Invis Mountain King. Stormwolves the TC. Chain Lightning is good, but only against Peasants. The clap was great, but the stun was even better. Oh my, he's cleaning that front line. Yeah. Oh, sweet dispel. Oh, dodges the bolt with an invul and storms the back line. Nice follow with the Chain Lightning. Lin is just pushing forward.
Yeah, and Lin has the double heal scroll, so he has actually so much sustain in this army. The fact that he got both of them is a massive deal. Really good control of the map. Uses a second one here. He used them both quickly, but did so in a very good fashion. Now seems to be far ahead in this fight. Grunts in the back, connecting a little bit with his lightning shield. Some of them getting taken out, but so many grunts still left.
Yeah.
Even if you kill 2, 3, 4 of them, there's still more on the battlefield.
It's still
One more stomp.
60 supply. Here's the Raider going for this Mountain King who has a potion. Kills off 2 more units. Level 4 Farseer. There's a zap coming. Lots of casters. They will be hurt by this. And one more stomp as well. There we go. Mountain King now? Nope. Just for the units. Everything's bruised. Everything's about to die.
TC also hurt, but there's still a TP available. Chain Lightning is cooling down. There it is.
Yeah. That game is finished.
Yeah. And now the way superior economy is just other levels of reinforcement.
Yeah.
Chaemiko took a decent fight, but Lin took it well as well and is playing now with his expansion advantage. This is looking similar to how he won WGL. Get ahead of base and then play with 2 base versus 1. Even if you have the inferior army, you have the bigger one.
Stormbolt again, but Farseer makes sure that he can pass the TP if necessary. It's a brave little fight by these Breakers and Mountain King. They're all so hurt, but still fighting for the Alliance. But at some point... Oh yeah, that's the point. Level 5 TC, double stun, double kill, GG. Lin with the first victory of the day.
And that looked more like WGL Lin.
Yeah.
Earlier against Colorful, we definitely saw some mistakes, but this now was really solid. Speaking of solid, the early by Chaemiko was really, really, really good.
Absolutely.
But that Tuskar steal, that really seemed to change everything.
That was the key moment. The early was so good, so stable, no point of attack for Lin at all. Creeping then this Tuskar camp, especially the follow-up impact in the mid-game, where it denied double level 3 for quite some time and took the item away. Just a Lin decision. Really well done. So now Chaemiko facing elimination. But his series against Soen didn't start off too well, and then he came back with an insane Paladin play. Maybe he can recreate that magic.
Oh man, I'm having quite some delay here, but so far it seems to be working.
Yep.
1-0 lead for Lin. Chaemiko, he was looking so good recently. Made it in this one tournament. Got that. What's the name again? Into the final against Moon. You know the one I'm talking about, right?
Wasn't that the Africa TV? No, we casted it.
Was it the Reforged Invitational?
No, we didn't cast that. We casted the one where Moon, or I think Reforged Invitational was Sok Soen, Sok Chaemiko. Is it New Year's Cup? No, that was too late. Too early. Ah!
As Chaemiko, as good as he's been looking today, he's now one step away from elimination. And how close that whole affair was against Soin on multiple occasions. It seemed to be swinging around in his favor. He was a step away from making it to the winners final, and now he's a step away from dropping out in last place in Group B. Group B turning out to be really competitive, where I thought it was going to be a stomp fest for Lin, but nuh-uh. We move on to map 2. Last Refuge, our map. And this could be a special Pally map.
It could be a Pally map indeed. Not Pally rifle opening, but Pally footman. We'll have a close eye on the altar of Kings, and of course into Lin's base as well. If he's going Farseer, if he's going barracks, if he's going shop, these openings tell a lot. And there's the barracks, so no ultra fast tech.
And the barracks also means no scout peon early. Scout peon has been incorporated by orcs to try to prevent the merc camp pull, so the humans can't get the fast Shadow Priest. So ideally, now this should be an AM play, this should be a merc camp pull, and this should be a fast Shadow Priest. But of course, we know the build by Lin.
Yeah.
Chaemiko does not know the build. If there's a scout peon happening, this would be dangerous. So.
By the way, it was the New Year's Cup where Chaemiko made it to the final.
Okay.
Archmage it is, Farseer it is.
I was hoping for my boy the Pally. Too bad.
Since when is he your boy?
As long as I don't play against Pally first, it's pretty cool.
Also, yesterday for Fortitude versus Happy?
Was an interesting game.
That's a way
I felt a bit of frustration, like third hand, but it's yeah.
Okay. If you say so. So no early tower for Chaemiko. And Grubby would be proud, killing the critter.
Vanilla critter.
A player's forces are under attack.
Good, so we've seen so many different builds in this matchup, and Chaemiko seems a little, I don't want to say stubborn, but he is decided on this rifle build. Do you agree with that?
No. I think the best way to go still against Orc is walkers. Did I say walkers? That doesn't make sense. Breakers.
I was about to say, like, what did I miss?
Breakers. The difficulty of going breakers takes a long time, is vulnerable at times. You need a couple of priests and probably sorks first, and then breakers. But if you survive that mid game and do get to 65, perhaps even more supply breakers, that is super strong. But I guess that's the difficulty, getting to that point. And I still think Counter Expo is not well enough explored by humans. We have seen it sometimes successful, sometimes unsuccessful. But most humans still are very set on all-inning Orc, when I think Counter Expo might be the better play. But that might be personal bias, because I always prefer Counter Expansion.
I'm with you on the breakers. This TC always seemed to dominate the last game, the late game.
Forces are under attack.
I feel like breakers are more stable, but on the other side, we've seen orcs eating 20 breakers in a game, and I don't want to play against Lin's Kodo control, so maybe that is the right thing to take his Kodos away. I don't know. Thank you, Blubber Bernd, you wonderful, wonderful bearded person, for 4 years of subscription. 4 years B2W, baby! Cheers to the next 4. All right.
We have a blacksmith coming again, so it's gonna be rifles once more. I also think the sock build is pretty cool. The 3 rifles into mass breakers.
Yeah. That's my favorite at the moment, I guess. You're covered from Wyvern. You still do damage against Kodos.
Yeah, helps with creeping.
It's it's of course later to get the necessary breaker numbers. But I guess that's a trait you have to do.
Level 2 now for the AM.
I love this
Level 2 at the
ward.
same time for the Farseer.
Yeah, I love this ward by Lin.
Zap.
This was so perfect.
A
I
player's
pointed it out with my
forces are under
camera. Oh,
attack.
stops for a second. Can he get away?
No.
No. So,
Oops.
this ward covers the Murloc camp, most likely the Mercenary camp, and the way to this expansion. It's a good ward.
Yep. Sentry Ward, pretty funny item.
TC, Shaman, Brute Strength.
This is so weird to me that it says Brute Strength nowadays. It's been Berserker Strength for 18 years, and now it's Brute Strength.
Yeah. We talked about this before, like it might be to not overlap with the Headhunters.
Yeah. It does. There's definitely some sense to it, but I don't like change, Neil.
Okay, he's going rifles again. Question is, how fast does he go into anything else? There's a shop coming. No second sanctum. Super low on lumber again.
Interesting shot position.
Yeah, right?
If the orc attacks, it's normally always through the middle, so I guess the shop isn't so much in the line of fire then.
Oh, Farseer.
Oh.
That's the cloak. Chain oh, Stormbolt's on cooldown. Is it enough? Yes. Ooh, just barely. Invul potion stolen, but baited the surround. That's a TP.
Nice.
Oh, goes for the invul, not the TP. It takes that out of the game, but there's more Stormbolt if he wants to. Doesn't follow.
Keeping that invul away from the MK is a really big deal. 15-second invul on Mountain King late game is so good.
37 supply expansion by Lin. Found the time for level 2.3. More Shaman.
Oh! No Bestiary.
Yep.
No Kodos.
Not yet, no. He added them later. There is no Warmill, though. That's gonna be very late Kodos. But there's also no breakers, so there's not the biggest need for them.
Yeah, I guess nobody's going breakers currently, exactly. So you don't need the Kodos for a long time.
And then you can really expand. But being this aggressive with a level 2.5 TC, okay, he knows that the Mountain King is only level 1. There's no level 3 Archmage. But there's still so many Stormbolts. No invul on the TC. What's this? That's a good block. That's a TP swapped, and that's a save.
Chaemiko, of course, coming in with a block again. But once more, there's a lot of experience and a big item stolen away from the MK, and I think that's worth it. Book of the Dead, may as well use it for creeping. It's just gonna get dispelled by Priest in a fight anyways. TP is lost, of course, and that can be dangerous. That's oftentimes just safe mechanism.
Second consumable used at this position. So next target is level 3 TC. Footman scouted and attacked this Great Hall. So what's the prep for this? What's the prep for the push? Archmage was not in this creep spot to give solo experience to the Mountain King, which got level 2. Again, clap. Archmage gets level 3 anyway. Got therefore heal, scroll, and invul. And there's the second sanctum.
Yeah. He's playing the sock build. 3 rifles into breakers.
Oh, Devotion Aura. Wonderful item. And the Farseer checks the shop. See that? Damn, it's empty. Not the best position for Lin to be in.
Lumber's very low for Chaemiko, so it certainly doesn't look like counter expanding is an option. That is, of course, the problem when you go rifles and double sanction. And I guess he once again called a lot of militia. Next consumable, Scroll of the Beast. Is that good? It
No.
only really matters on the grunts, right? And they get dispelled anyways if they have it.
Yeah. Also, low boost, really. You should... More sustain is better, so trade it for a heal scroll, I think.
A player's forces are under attack.
Chaemiko distracting with the footman on the left, attacking on the right. Is he queuing that red spot in? Yeah.
Yeah, once again, level 3 MK. Really good woofy scouting. Double heal scroll and invul now for Lin. Refusing so far to go into upkeep. Looks a little greedy to me. Now he does. 12 plus 12. Meh.
Speed scroll engagement or not? The choke is not good for Orc. Can be stopped by a Mountain King solo.
Position.
A player's forces are
This also prevents Chaemiko from pushing this expansion. I don't know if the red spot was worth it.
Yeah, I got level 3, that's a big deal. And if he pushes, Lin may just come in time to defend anyways. This yellow camp should be at least 1 level up for the Farseer, right? Yeah. TC is close to 4 as well, not to be underestimated.
Chaemiko is engaging. Not before the level 3.
Oh, gloves on the ground.
Thank you all for the 25-month resub. Mountain King with an invul again. This is an all-in by Chaemiko. He's waiting for his breakers. And that's a few kills for Lin coming in. Stormbolt control again. Nice. Militia joined at the perfect time. Soaking up a lot of damage. Double lightning. Oh, the heal scroll completely negates this.
Oh, the follow-up stomp though also looking good. TC perhaps forced into the invul soon. Held on to that until now. Mana potion used and the invul just to be safe.
Dodge the clap
So the
with
beast
this.
has been saved, is now used. TC connects again. Very close now to the level up, gets it here to 4, but now eats the Stormbolt, eats the focus. TC in trouble. Heal scroll last second. Still low, gets purged, gets saved to the backline on 50. TC out of this fight, but MK also super low. Everything for Chaemiko seems to be low.
Yeah, 62 supply still for Lin. 10 supply lead, but grunts are starting to fall. There's of course a lot of sustain with the priest, but Chaemiko has to get out of here. Everything orange! Chain lightning hitting hard. That was a sick save on that TC. Down to 50 supply though. There was a 12
Farseer
supply
getting
kill.
invul now. That is such a big move.
Oh. Wow. That's a lot of gold.
How much money did you just spend? That was like 875 gold.
Yeah. Yeah. And he has an invul pulse on the TC as well. And a speed scroll. Chaemiko, you're in a tough spot again. Mountain King is
He's
desperately
on.
looking for some items, but there's no invul on the Mountain King, and that's an issue.
Yeah, invul's 2-minute cooldown. Big deal.
And again, he didn't counter expand. And again, he's not hard on breakers. That's 4 now. That's fine. But then just camping on his side of the map. Why not? Going into upkeep once more. Good heroes. He doesn't need higher level heroes, really. He will get them in trades.
Raiders coming. We have no War Mill, so no Kodos available. Alright, all in number 2.
a town is
It sounds wrong, but it's so right. We have a heal potion, but Chaemiko... I mean, the orc burned through a heal potion before. Lin supply stuck, but it's 62.
Oh, does seize the MK. That's scary. No invul, remember? But hard to connect to him.
Unwilling to go into the storm pit. Oh, the block by the peasants preventing the TC from running into the back line. Genius move by Chaemiko. The TC is not participating in this fight at all.
Pops a speed scroll now, finally. TC getting into position.
God.
Gets the stomp off. And the MK bot caught in a bad position indeed. Chain lightning, invul, stomp, about to follow. And this might be the end of the dwarf. Right clicks coming in, dust, everything. This MK dies. And that very much looks like the GG now.
Oh, wow. Free reign for the TC. Covers the back. Level 4. He's breaking through the breaker lines. Oh, the lightning shield on all the casters. Chaemiko again with the weird level 1 blizzard. And that's just mass murder. This TC. Weapon of mass destruction. And more mana. This is Lin executing things perfectly again.
Yeah, this is looking really
A
impressive.
player's forces are under attack.
It feels so bad for Chaemiko because this move was so outstanding. Blocking the TC for a good 15-20 seconds. And again he gets the invo, by the way. Oh, Mountain King naked, Archmage naked, stun hits every single unit.
At least he doesn't have a dust anymore. AM might survive, but this game is absolutely over. One last stomp for the gallery. 2 more kills. TC close to 5. And Chaemiko is out.
Yeah, definitely. GG. The next human eliminated. Lin survives after stumbling in the lower bracket in the winner bracket semifinal. Colorful was really good against him. Chaemiko tried, but maybe the build is not the best. Maybe Lin just was warmed up and knew what to do. That was good. That was Lin. That was the Lin we expected.
Yeah. Well done. He's going to be moving on in the lower bracket. And who's going to join him there? Colorful or Soen? Those two are meeting in the upper bracket for the first position in Group B. Their next match coming up as our next one.
After a little break, indeed. See you in a bit.